Good afternoon, everyone. We are thrilled to have you all here with us for one of the year's biggest events, Pathway School Noida's 10th year anniversary. I'm Tarini Kochar, the Cultural Secretary of the Senior Student Council.
And I'm Samarth Modi. And I promise you one thing. In my speaking time, I will not bring up the virus, the lockdown, or use the word unprecedented to save us all from hearing the same topic for the 100th time.
Today, we're all here to have a good time, celebrate the school's decade birthday, kick back, and have a fun quiz.
Tarini, the somber one, and I, the fun one, will be your quiz masters for today.
Okay, I'm quite fun too, but moving on, we'd like to introduce our timekeepers K.R. Sharma and Harshita Gupta. Thank you, K and Harshita. I would also like to introduce Alankrita Gaurav and Prakriti Garg. They are my co-cultural secretaries and will also be keeping the scoreboard updated.
Thank you, ma'am, for the serious talks. You must have heard of a little show, a very small show on Sony called KBC. We are their inspirations.
Okay, thank you, Samarth, for that bit of information and showing us that you're clearly unhinged. On to what is actually true. We will be moving into a quick briefing for the participants. There are 4 teams in all. The questions will not be passed, and one team will answer only one question.
The participants are requested to please turn their cameras on and unmute themselves when they are answering the questions. Then turn it off and mute themselves once they have given the answer.
Given the platform of the quiz and our dispersed locations, each team is requested to appoint a representative who will answer. Please ensure that your chosen representative answers each time. You will be given 40 seconds to answer.
Please also be mindful of our timekeepers, Kia and Harshita, who will be announcing the amount of time which is left. They will be informing us after 20 and 5 seconds are remaining.
Each question carries 10 points. There will be a total of 6 questions, 6 rounds, and at the end of each round, your progress will be announced.
You are allowed to confer out loud during your turn. However, we request you to not turn your camera on and when another team's question is being answered.
We are very happy to introduce the teams that have so sportingly agreed to participate in this quiz. How well do you know Pathways? The teams have named themselves. We have Team Einsteins, the Pink Panthers, the Sitting Ducks, and Team Marble. Each team comprises of parents who have children in primary, middle, and senior schools. This way, at least one parent has access to information of the wing of the school to which their child belongs. Let us now meet our teams. Team Einsteins, we request you to please turn your cameras on and your mics and introduce yourselves and name your chosen representative.
Hi, I'm Dr. Natasha Saini, and I have 2 kids, one in the primary section, grade 3, and an elder one in the middle year in grade 7. I will be the representative for Team Einsteins.
Hi, I'm Bhavna Gupta, and I have a son in grade 7 middle school.
Hi, I'm Balaji. Our daughter is in grade 9.
Thank you, Team Einsteins. We request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves.
Now I would like to invite Team Pink Panthers. We request you to please turn your cameras on and introduce yourself and name your chosen representative.
Hi, my name is Satish Naik, and I have a son who's in grade 9, and our chosen representative is Devyani.
And Team Pink Panthers, Ms. Devyani, can you please turn your camera on and introduce yourself?
Ms. Devyani's screen has frozen. Team Pink Panthers, Ms. Deepa.
I even my screen, it says the host has disabled it. So I cannot start my video. It says the host has disabled it. Okay, now we can. The host has asked you to start your video. Yeah, now I can. So hi, I'm Deepa Dubey. I have twins in grade 6 by the name of Ansh Dubey and Ayan Dubey. Over to Devyani.
Hi, I'm just give me a minute, please. Give me a second, 1 second. Hi, I'm Devyani Vora. I have two children in grade 6 and grade 3, and I will be the spokesperson for Team Pink Panthers.
Thank you very much, Pink Panthers. And I would now request you to kindly turn your cameras off and mute yourself.
Team Sitting Ducks, we request you now to please turn your cameras on and introduce yourselves and name your chosen representative.
Hi, my name is Kaneka Mehra Jaising. My son Vikramaditya Jaising is in year 11. And our chosen representative is Nidhi.
Hi, I'm Nidhi Martin. I have two daughters. One just entered the middle school, Reed, and she's in grade 6. And the younger one, Sana, she's in grade 3. So I'll be representing the Sitting Ducks. Thank you.
Hi, Samarth and Tarini. I'm Deepak. I've got kids in grade 12, 9, and 2. So Jordan, Joel, and Noyanika. So I'm perhaps one of the oldest, of the lot here. Looking forward to the quiz further. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Sitting Ducks. We request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves.
Now I would like to invite Team Marvel. You know the drill. Please turn your camera on, introduce yourself, and name your chosen representative.
I guess I'll go first. Sam Shahani. I have two children in pathways. One is in grade 12, Prithvi, and one is in grade 11, Ananya.
Hi, I'm Richa. I have two kids, also grade 12 and grade 6. Over to you, Swati.
I'm Swati, and my daughter is in grade 5. Her name is Prisha, and I'll be the spokesperson for Arti.
Thank you very much, Team Marvel. We request you also to turn your cameras off and mute yourself.
Thank you all participants for being here and being so on board with this event. We are all very glad to have you here celebrating this milestone with us.
Without further ado, let's begin, as I apologize in advance for all to you, the participants and the audience, for all the upcoming unoriginal bad jokes. May the best team win.
So for round 1, we go down memory lane and start with the history round.
The first question is for Team Einsteins. Team Einsteins, I request you to please turn your camera on and unmute yourself. The question is that how many students were there in the first graduating class of PSN in 2012? Your options, as you can read, is A, 11, B, 8, C, 5, and D, 7. Your time starts now.
I think it's 11.
11.
Yeah, 11.
Okay, so should we lock the answer? Okay. Yes, so it's A, 11.
Okay. Tani, can we please show the answer? Unfortunately, Team Einstein, the correct answer was indeed 8.
Oh, God.
Some beginning.
Yes, it's the beginning only. There's a lot more questions to catch up. So you can turn your cameras off and on to Tani for the next.
Team Pink Panthers, the next question is for you. I request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves. Who was the first member of faculty or management to join Pathway School Noida? Your options are Mrs. Sunanda Sandhir, Dr. Shalini Advani, Mrs. Meenakshi Singhal, or Mr. Alexander Ibrahim. Your time starts now.
Okay, definitely not
Dr. Advani.
Dr. Advani. Definitely not Mrs. Singhal and Mr. Ibrahim. Either Mrs. Sandhir or Dr. Advani. I think we should go with Dr. Advani.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yes, Dr. Advani.
Dr. Advani.
We're going to go with Dr. Advani.
So the correct answer is indeed Dr. Advani.
Yay!
Okay.
Pink Panther.
We
Now
request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves. Some.
Sorry. Now I would like to invite Team Sitting Ducks. Can you please turn your camera on and unmute yourself? Your question is, how many buildings did PSN have in total at the end of 2010? Your options are A, 2, B, 4, C, 3, or D, none of the above. Your time starts now.
4.
4 or 3? One admin and 3 for the junior, middle, senior school. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Quickly.
2? Should we go with 2?
Oh, no, not 2. I think 3 or 4.
20 seconds remaining.
I think it was 3.
3. 3? Should I go?
3. Yeah. Let's go with 3.
We go with 3.
Okay, so we will log the answer as 3. I'm sorry, but the correct answer was 2.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
In that time, we only had present day Rosewood and Chestnut buildings, and the admin worked from the Rosewood building, and the pantries were in both buildings, and there was no lunch hall. Thank you, Team Sitting Ducks. We request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves as we move to the next team.
Team Marvel, the next question is directed to you. I request you to turn your cameras on and unmute yourself. Tani, would you like to?
When was the Cassia or the primary building made? Your options are A, 2016, B, 2017, C, 2014, and D, 2015. Your time starts now.
I think that'll be 2017.
No,
I would agree with that, 2017.
I'm not sure because my daughter joined after that.
Cassia was the last, I think, to come up. So 2017, I think.
Yeah, so I think
20 seconds remaining.
so. We'll go with 2017.
Yeah.
Okay, B 2017.
Okay. That's the correct answer, Team Marvel. We request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves as we move to the next question.
The next question, we go back the full circle, and I would like to invite Team Einsteins to turn the camera on and unmute themselves for this question. Your question is that which of the following green building certification does Pathway School Noida have? Your options are A, LEED, B, Green Power, C, BREEAM or BREEAM, D, Energy Star. Your time starts now.
Lead. Natasha?
Lead?
Lead, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Sure.
so we go with A, lead.
That was very fast and very confident. We got that answer. Tanu, can you please show us the result?
That is the correct answer. Pathways is certified according to the leadership in energy and environmental design.
So good.
Congratulations, Einstein.
Thank you, Balaji.
We request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves as we move to the next question. For Team Pink Panthers, which of the following was the, I request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves. Which of the following was the first ever event that was led by the parents? Your options are A, Sports Fiesta, B, sorry about the typo, but B, Christmas themed food festival, C, IB conference, or the MFL day. Your time starts now.
I'm going to say
Christmas
Christmas food festival.
Yeah,
We did the
Christmas
first
food festival.
Yeah, we did it
2012.
last
The first one happened, so we're going to say Christmas themed food festival.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So that is the correct answer. Team Pink Panthers, thank you. We request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves.
I would invite Team Sitting Ducks onto the platform. Can all members from Team Sitting Ducks please turn their cameras on and unmute themselves? So your question is that who was the first primary school principal of Pathway School Noida? Your options are A, Mr. Umar Jafar, B, Mr. Usha Lamba, C, Mrs. Meenakshi Singhal, or D, Dr. Shalini Advani.
Thank you for the question.
So
It's an easy one, right? We can answer it.
yeah, Mrs. Usha Lamba.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, positive. Lock kiya jaye.
Log that answer, Tani. Can you please show us the correct answer?
Nidhi was like, everybody's getting easy question. Now you got the easiest one, right?
There might be some tough ones coming up. Don't worry.
So that is the correct answer. Team Sitting Ducks, you have achieved this. That's what we were expecting with Mr. Deepak there. The next question is for Team Marvel. Which of the following buildings have housed the early years group over the years? We request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves while you answer this question. Your options are A. Rosewood, chestnut, cassia, B. Rosewood, maple, oak, C. Rosewood, maple, and cassia, and last is rosewood, oak, and chestnut. Your time starts now.
I think it would be between A and C.
Wood, chestnut, cassia. Cassia is there for sure. Maple, not sure. Sam, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it was the maple earlier.
Well, I'm confused as to
I
which
would
one is
lean.
which now.
I would lean towards C.
C, right?
Rosewood,
Yeah.
maple, cassia.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going towards.
Yeah. Chestnut is senior, so yeah, C, I
So
guess.
we'll go
5
with C.
seconds remaining.
So,
C.
Okay.
So we'll go with C, rosewood, maple, and cassia.
well, that indeed is the correct answer. Congratulations, Team Marvel. We request you to turn your cameras off. Now,
So we will now be announcing everybody's scores so far. Scorekeepers, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. I request you to please share your screen. So far,
as we can
So
clearly see,
congratulations, Team Pink Panthers and Team Marvel. You guys have scored the highest points for this round. The rest of you, we hope that you can buck up and change this streak for the next upcoming rounds.
I put my money on Team Einstein. They just had a slip up in the first question. I think they're gonna take it off. Moving on to the next round. Tani, could you please share your screen?
we are now going to talk about some current affairs and knowledge, and this will be about some very present knowledge. So we're hoping that we will be able to get a very good score in all of these questions. So the first question is for Team Einsteins. So your question, I request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves. The question for you is, what is the Pathways mascot called? Your options are A. Pathways Panda, B. Pathways Tiger, C. Pathways Wolf, and D. Pathways Panther. Your time starts now.
Natasha, Pathways Panther.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Pathways Panther, D.
So D, Pathways Panther.
Okay.
Yay. It will be a lucky mascot for us.
Let's go, Team Einstein.
Yes.
Someone was right
Thank
to
you
put
so
their
much for
money on
siding
you.
with us.
Okay, our next question will be, I request Team Einstein to please turn the cameras off. Our next question is for Team Pink Panthers. And now the question is that you have to give, there are no options. You have to give us the full names of two teachers whose first name is Arti, either with a double A or a single A. Your time starts now.
It could be any.
There's an Arti Bakshi.
Aarti
One
Bakshi.
Arti Bakshi. Another, and any other Arti?
Yeah,
I know only Aarti Bakshi.
Arti Gupta.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go with Arti Bakshi and Arti Gupta.
Are you? Okay.
I just know one. We're just going with Mr. Nayak.
Yeah, Arti Gupta and Arti.
Bakshi and Arti.
20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Arti.
Aarti Sharma is also a PE teacher, I think.
I don't know. But
No,
if he's
Arti-
very confident about Arti Gupta, so we'll go with
Yeah.
Arti Gupta, and we certainly know Arti Bakshi. So
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
So we're locking in Miss Arti Bakshi and Miss Arti Gupta. Tani, can you please take
Yeah.
it? Well,
that's
okay.
Congratulations.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
We
So many
request you to
Artis, huh?
please- We request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves. And we go on to the next question for the sitting ducks. We request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves, sitting ducks. Students of grade 12 are to submit a 4,000-word piece of original research called A, the internal assessment, B, the extended essay, C, the theory of knowledge essay, or D, the personal project. Your time starts now.
So maybe it's extended essay.
Extended essay, yeah, that's what I thought. Deepak, what do you say? Extended essay? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm confused between extended essay and theory of knowledge.
Yeah.
So I'll go with both of you. Extended essay.
Extended essay.
Okay.
We go with
So, all right.
final.
Yes, so that is the correct answer. And theory of knowledge is, if I'm not wrong, a 1600 word essay.
I think it's 1600.
It's lesser words, it's less scary. Thank you, Team Sitting Ducks. We request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves. And this question is for Team Marvel. Someone?
Team Marvel, I request you to turn your cameras on and unmute yourself. So the question for you is that the buffer time between two lessons in the senior school is called what? A, the passing time, B, break time, C, recess, or D, walking time?
Your time starts now.
I think maybe break time.
I would go with that too, break time.
I think that would be the name.
Between two lessons, yeah.
Between two lessons.
I think.
20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think we should go with that.
So we want to lock the answer B, break time.
Okay, fine. We locked in break time.
Okay.
Tani, can we please go on to the correct answer? The correct answer, unfortunately, is passing time.
It's the time we take to walk from one building to another.
Yeah, we still end up running to classes and being late. Yeah. But we still have a 3-minute buffer time.
So the next question, we go back to Team Einsteins. We request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourself. Samarth is hyping you up. Caterman was replaced by which of the following? Pluto, Fast Track, Cesta, or Swiggy? Your time starts now.
Is it Cesta? I think it's Cesta.
I think, I'm not very sure. Not a foodie. Sister, I think, yeah.
Sister.
Okay, just 1 minute. Yeah, I think we'll go in for Cesta with Cesta.
Yeah.
Okay. So C, Cesta.
Tani shows the correct answer. It indeed is Cesta. Yes, Team Einstein.
Team Einstein going in for the kill. Okay. Please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves. We move on to the next question for Team Pink Panthers now.
Lilia.
Sai Balsan, sir. The answer is Sai Balsan, sir.
Okay, that was quick. Okay. All right.
They come for the carnival and we do a stall for them. We know there's a
So we just take
We'll just take Saival Sansar then.
Yeah.
And the correct answer, suspense, is Saibal Sansar. Thank you very much, Team Pink Panthers.
We now request Team Sitting Ducks to turn their cameras on and unmute themselves, and we will move on to the next question, which is, which of the following sports is not offered at Pathways? Your options are A, squash, B, fencing, C, horse riding, and D, there is no sport that Pathways does not offer.
Your time starts now.
Kanika?
I'm thinking about fencing, but I just want to be double check.
Horse riding, yeah.
Horse riding is there, I know. Squash.
Yeah. That's. Should we go with B?
20
I
seconds.
think fencing. Yeah. Fencing, I've not seen anybody practicing ever.
Yeah, so we go with B, fencing.
So that is the correct answer. The sports that Pathways offers are soccer, basketball, cricket, baseball, squash, table tennis, swimming, horse riding, badminton, golf, gymnasium, gymnastics, volleyball and throwball, and kho-kho and PYP. That was a mouthful.
Samarth, one question for you. I mean, Panthers don't eat ducks, right?
Well, it depends on their appetite and their taste buds, actually.
Panthers don't eat ducks.
Yeah, but Pathways doesn't offer fencing yet. We just need participation. We offer all sports. So the next question goes to Team Marvel. I request you to please turn your camera on and unmute yourself. Yeah. The question for you is, and this is a tricky one. The furthest distance which any student travels in the school transport to come to pathways is how many kilometers? A 20 kilometers, B 23 kilometers, C 37 kilometers, or D 44 kilometers? Your time starts.
That's a tough
Tricky
one.
one. I know that's a tough one. 44 would be too far, right?
I would go with 44,
44
just being the
kilometers.
furthest.
I'm very sure because I live in Pitampura and my daughter goes from here.
Oh, there you go.
There you
That was easy.
So it's D44.
Okay, that's a home advantage. Yeah, the correct answer indeed is.
Brilliant.
And as ma'am said,
fabulous, Swati.
It is from Pitampura.
So thank you, Team Marvel. We request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves. And we will now be moving into the scores for round 2. Scorekeepers, are we ready with the scores?
Yes, we are.
Wow, so congratulations to Team Einstein's, Team Pink Panthers, and Team Sitting Ducks. Marvel, we really think you have some catching up to do. Please don't be disheartened.
The Pink Panthers, congratulations, you're in the lead. Samarth, I think you need to change your money.
By Einstein's will win, I'm telling you. Okay.
Okay, thank you. We will move into the next round now.
So the third round is a 2 truths and 1 lie round. So to explain the rules of this round, 2 truths and 1 lie, basically you will be given 3 statements. There will be 3 statements given, out of which 2 statements are true or right. One of those statements is false. You have to pick out of the 3 which statement is false. The first question goes to Team Einstein's. Let's go. Can I request you to please turn your camera on and unmute yourself? Okay. Just 3 statements are. The first one is that our school has a kitchen window from where we can look in. B, there are 3 academic buildings in the school. And C, our school sponsors Theos.
See, our school doesn't sponsor anything. Theo.
Okay,
Our
so we
school
go.
sponsors Theos.
So C, we go in with C. The
So
lie.
Natasha, it's C.
Yeah, C.
All right, so we lock in option C. Can we please go to the right answer? Yes, and that indeed is the correct / the false answer. Congratulations, Team Einstein.
Thank you.
15 extra points.
Team Pink Panthers, the next question is for you. Request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves. The question, now the lie that you have to choose, is between 3 statements. A, Pathways Noida became the proud host of its first TEDx convention in 2018. 2019's Founders Day Frozen was covered in the Times of India newspaper. And option C, Miss Sunanda Sandhir is a history teacher too, apart from being our beloved MYP principal.
So B is true. Does anyone know if Mrs. Sandhir is a history teacher?
No, she doesn't teach history.
So then we'll go with C because I know. Oh, is that okay with everybody? Should we go with C?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you can lock C for us.
Okay. So that is correct. Miss Sunanda Sandhir is actually a math teacher.
Yeah.
And Pathways did hold a very nice TEDx convention in
Yes.
2018.
Yeah, we are aware of that. Thank you.
Thank you. Please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves. The next question
is for Team Sitting Ducks. I request everyone to please turn your cameras on. And so out of these 3 statements, please choose a lie. A, registration at the beginning of the day is called the 0 period. B, the Interact Club of Pathway School Noida conducts a fundraiser with their heats or food sale on sports day. Or C, that Pathways has 4 basketball courts. Your time starts now.
I think the zero period is called form time, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
It has 4 basketball courts and in the club they do sell food. I know.
They.
Yeah, I think they have like
B
3
is
basketball courts, I guess.
20 seconds remaining.
I think Pathways doesn't have 4 basketball courts.
C is false, I guess, because there are 3 basketball courts. I guess 2 for seniors and 1 for junior primary school.
Yeah.
So basketball 1
seconds remaining.
Please
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, I
Nidhi.
think
C is false.
Yeah, C is false.
That unfortunately is the wrong answer. Our school actually has 4 basketball courts, 2 for the seniors and 2 for the juniors. One you can see outside and the other is inside. Thank you for answering the question. We request you to please turn your cameras off. And I'd invite Team Marvel for the next question. Team Marvel, the question, the 3 statements in front of you are A. Award itself is a special event for the support staff wherein they buy collected clothes, books, toys at reasonable prices. B. Splash Day is an annual swimming competition for primary school. Or C. Rhyme Time Day is the pre-nursery to grade 1's equivalent for Founders Day. Another tricky one for you.
A is right for sure.
A is correct. I
A
think
is
Splash
correct.
Day is just a fun meet kind of a thing where I don't think it's a competition. Rhyme Time Day is a pre-nursery to grade 1 equivalent to Founders. Yeah,
I would go with a B.
20 seconds
I would
remaining.
go with a B.
So let's go with B.
Yes, please.
All right, Tani, can you please move to the correct answer? And that indeed was the right answer. Science of deduction at display. We request you to turn your cameras off. Sorry. My bad.
I'm going to add one thing here. The Rhyme Time Day is still grade 2. So you were wrong there too.
Oh no. Our bad.
Yeah.
Well, we move the next question for are the scores ready?
They're right. Rhyme Time Day is still grade 1. Grade 2 onwards, they start Founders Day.
Isn't that right? Yeah. We got it vetted. We got
You're
the quiz
correct.
vetted.
You're right. Grade 2 onwards is Founders Day.
Yay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Started feeling really bad for a second.
My heart rate went up.
Scorekeepers, are we ready with the scores?
Yes, we are.
So, as we can clearly see, Pink Panthers have maintained a healthy lead throughout the competition. Obviously, my Einsteins have.
So congratulations. The rest clearly have some more catching up to do, but please don't be disheartened again. Sitting Ducks, we hope that this can change in the next rounds.
And we hope we can rename you from Sitting Ducks to Winning Ducks. For the bad joke. Okay, next round. Tani, can we move to round 4, please?
So our next round is going to be about the most engaging, entertaining, and awaited parts of the year, the events. So the first question is for Team Einsteins. Please turn on your cameras and unmute yourselves. For what grades is Form Morning held? Your options are grade 9 to 12 only, grade 6 to 8 only, pre-nursery to grade 8, and grade 6 to 12 only.
Your time starts now.
It's pre-nursery to grade 8. The primary sections do have a form morning.
Yeah, even till grade 8.
And they're still having it, yeah.
Yeah.
In middle school
So
also
we're going
they're having
with
it.
C? Yeah.
Yes, C.
C.
C? Okay. So that is the correct answer. Team Einsteins, you have won the first question of the round. We will now be requesting you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves.
I invite Team Pink Panthers for the next question. Can you please turn your cameras on and unmute yourself? So, your question, Team Pink Panther, is that who has been in charge of the lights for the musical held for the senior school Founders Day?
Idea nahi hai is cheez ka mujhe.
I don't know, maybe Miss Tripathi because she's the drama teacher. So Karan does dance. Mr. Osmond is the IB in charge. Mr. Alexander is the principal. So maybe
Yeah, it should be
Miss
either
Tripathi, since she's the drama teacher, I would say for middle school. I don't know.
No, I think Alexander Abraham generally manages all the lights and musical.
Yeah, I'm not aware of it. Okay, fine.
If you okay.
Oh no, wait a minute. Maybe. So if he
Who is Sukam Gupta?
He's a dance teacher. So Karan is the dance teacher.
Can we go with Samuel Osman?
5 seconds are left.
I think Mr. Abraham. Let's go with Mr. Abraham.
We're gonna
We'll go with Mr. Abraham on a hunch.
All right. So we have Mr. Abraham. The correct answer indeed is Mr. Samuel, Mr. Samuel Osmond. And
I thought Samuel, yeah.
Because we have no idea about senior school.
He's the backbone of
Happenings.
Thank you, Team Pink Panthers. I will request you to turn your cameras off, and Tani, move to the next question.
So the next question is for the sitting ducks. We request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves. Which of the following sports inter-house events do Pathways Noida students participate in? A, golf, B, table tennis, C, football, again, sorry about the typo, and D, all of the above. So your time starts now.
Maybe I think it's all of them. What do you think?
Yeah, right? Should we go for C?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, it should be D actually, but yeah, all of them.
It's C, all of the above.
That answer is correct, Team Sitting Ducks.
Congratulations.
You really are turning into the winning ducks, like someone's bad joke.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'd like to ask you to please turn your cameras off. Next, we have the question for Team Marvel.
Team Marvel, could you please turn your cameras on and unmute yourself? So your question is that which of the following took place in Pathways School Noida for the first time in the annual athletics sports meet of 2020? Your options are A, horseback riding, B, cheerleading, C, yoga performance, or D, the torch run. For the first time in 2020 annual athletics sports meet. Your time starts now.
I think cheerleading. Swati, Sam?
Yeah, I
What
too
do you
think
think?
it would be cheerleading.
Sam, what do you think? We've done horseback riding. Yoga has always happened. Torch run also, I think, has been happening.
20 seconds.
I would go with a B.
Yeah, cheerleading.
With a B.
This was the first time we saw cheerleading, I think.
Yeah.
Right, so
Yeah, we'll go with the cheerleading.
Okay, we will lock in cheerleading B, and the correct answer indeed is cheerleading. It was a very fun experience for all of us, and you saw almost everybody from the council, grade 12 students dancing with grade 6 students. Very fun experience.
It was fun.
Thank you, Team Marvel. We request you to please turn your cameras off as we turn to the next question, which is for Team Einsteins again. Other than winning sporting events, which of the following pairs add to the final house points of Sports Day? A, the discipline and walk past, B, the discipline and enthusiasm, C, the walk past and enthusiasm, and D, sportsmanship and walk past.
That's the tough one.
I think is sportsmanship and walk past. Logically.
Logically, it makes sense. Yes.
Yeah, sportsmanship and
okay. So D, we'll go in with D.
Unfortunately, Team Einsteins, that is incorrect. We are marked on the basis of discipline and walk past.
You're on a hot
discipline.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Team Einstein. Now, the next question is for Team Pink Panthers. For the while Team Einstein, the question Team Pink Panthers. Now, your question is that which of the following have been the staple food items on sports day? A. Domino's and popcorn. B. Popcorn and McDonald's. C. Theos and Domino's. Or D. Bananas and McDonald's.
I would say Domino's and popcorn.
Domino's and popcorn, no?
Yeah. I don't ever recall bananas and McDonald's, neither Theos and Domino's.
Yeah, Domino's and popcorn.
Domino's and popcorn, A.
So we lock in option A, and that I indeed is. Tani, can you please confirm? Yeah.
Samar, the way you said.
I remember having a banana as well as Domino's.
Well, we have spent many a sports day in your school, so.
Eating pizzas and popcorn.
Well, thank you very much, Team Pink Panthers. We now move to the next question, Tani.
Team Marvel, this question is for you. Please turn your cameras on and unmute your mics. Your question is, what category of plays has Pathway School Noida Secondary School been doing for their annual Founders Day? Your options are West End Theatre renditions, off-Broadway renditions, Broadway musicals renditions, or Shakespeare's Globe Theatre renditions. Your time starts now.
Sam and Richa.
Broadway musicals.
Broadway musicals?
Yeah, not Shakespeare. We've done Shakespeare though. Broadway musicals, I guess.
Are you sure it's not off-Broadway?
Would be off-Broadway as well. What about West End Theatre? I'm completely at a. We've done so many. I'm a little confused now. Sam, what do you think?
I would go with a C. That's what I would go with.
5 seconds left.
Okay, C
So
then.
we'll go with Broadway musicals rendition.
Congratulations, Team Marvel. It is indeed Broadway musicals.
Now,
there you go.
Very hard.
Thank you, Sam.
The next question is for Team Sit-in Docs. We moved you a bit towards the end, kept you away from the Pink Panthers because we were afraid of. So now I request Team Sit-in Docs to please turn their cameras on and unmute themselves. So the question is that which of the following departments has the maximum number of faculty at Pathway School Noida? Your options are A, the PE department, B, the English department, C, the science department, or D, the maths department. Your time starts now.
So can it be English or science? Because under science there'll be physics, chemistry, bio, or English. PE, I don't know if they have a
PE, like they have multiple sports. I think it's APE, like they have different coaches for different sports, or C.
8 seconds are up.
Let's give it C because it's like 3 different sciences we are talking about. So I think they'll have more teachers for science function other than like mathematics and
let's go with C. Yeah, you saying C?
So we will lock in option C. Tani, can you please see the right answer? The correct answer is the P department. We do have multiple sciences with computer science, DT being one of them, but we also have a lot of sports. Tani had a whole mouthful to talk about. So thank you very much, Team Setting Dots. We now move to the announcement of the scores. Scorekeepers, are the scores ready? Yes, apparently. So as you can clearly see, Team Marvel and Pink Panther are now tying. Pink Panther had a 10-point lead in the last round. Now Team Marvel has, as Alankrita was asking them, have bucked up and now they are tied for first. We have Einstein's following for second. I know we can win Team Einstein's. And well, Sitting Dogs, let's again use Tarani's bad joke, not mine, and make you the winning dogs.
That's not my bad joke.
Can you please move to the next round?
The next round is about a few questions that we'll ask, and you have to tell us whether they're true or false based on the statements. So the first question we have is for Team Pink Panthers. The school has one 3D printer. Is that true or false?
False. I think it has more than one.
Yeah, even I think it should be having more than one.
Yeah, false.
Is it for us or is it for Einstein's? Did you change the
This
order?
is for Pink Panthers. Yes, we changed it.
Okay. I guess false. You'd say you think there are more than one?
Yep. They should have more than one.
Okay, false.
Even I think.
20 seconds remaining.
They probably have one in middle and one in senior, so false.
Is that your final answer? False,
Yeah,
Pink
we'll go with
Panthers? Okay. That is the correct
Yeah.
answer. We have two 3D printers, one in primary school and one in the DT lab of the senior school. So the next question is now for Team Einstein.
We had to switch it up a bit just to not make it
To
monotonous.
break the monotony.
Yeah, that word. So your question is, the money raised during the Christmas carnival goes to charity. Is that true or false?
True. I think it's true.
I think it's true.
It's true.
Is there any money raised at all? Because everything is
Yes,
full.
yes. No. The money is raised where, and they have this. The children hold that games and all for the Bai Sai Sanskar school and all. So I think it's yes.
It goes for charity.
Yeah,
It's
so
true.
it's true.
20
Yeah,
seconds remaining.
So
True,
it's
true. We are going in with true.
We lock
True
in
then.
answer.
Natasha, true.
Yes, true. We'll go in with true.
We go with true, and the correct answer indeed.
Yeah, we.
True.
Yay! Yay!
Let's go. Yeah, last year we actually in the 2019 Christmas Carnival, the school managed to raise a fund of 8,58,000, which was all donated, which was all charitable causes. And thank you to the whole team Molly for being active participants in the Christmas Carnivals. Honestly, we now move to the next question, which is for Team for Team Sitting Ducks. I'm sorry, and. I would request you to turn your cameras on and unmute yourself. Tanya, please.
So the question for you, Sitting Ducks, is the Christmas carnival has food stalls and game stalls only. Is this true or false?
Your time starts now.
Thanks.
What do you think, Nidhi? I think you can buy
Yeah,
something
I think
from
it's
the
true.
sky, buy some stuff.
I think that's
I
all.
think there are charity stalls also, so I would say
Yeah.
false. Yeah.
What else you think they have?
Seconds remaining.
Okay. Should we say false?
Yeah, let's do it false.
Yeah.
False. Yeah, false is the answer.
So that is correct. We also have cast stalls, which are usually for some nice initiative that the student body is taking.
We also have stalls which are put up by the Saibal student kids themselves. And we also have different finger painting stalls and all of that as well.
Yeah.
Not to forget the DJ.
Yeah,
Yes, we also have the DJ.
How can we forget the DJ? I'm sorry.
And the grotto.
Oh, yeah. I miss school now. Well, the next question, thank you Team Sitting Ducks. The next question is for Team Marvel. I request you to turn your cameras on and unmute yourself.
Student details. Oh, sorry, someone. Student details can be tracked. Is somebody saying something? Sorry.
I think ma'am said false.
Oh. Okay, but I'll say the question regardless. Students' details can be tracked on the Pathways website, www.pathways.in. Is that true or false, parents?
False.
Is that your final answer?
Richa and Sam?
Yeah, I think it's false.
Yeah.
I would say it's false. It's Wiseman, really.
Wiseman. Yeah.
I believe you can access it from Pathways, but it's really Wiseman. It's a different portal altogether.
Ms. Swati, should we go with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the correct answer. We only use psn.wiseman.net. It's a very friendly platform.
The best website. So the next question is for
Team Einsteins. Overnight and outstation camps are held annually for all grades. We request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves. Team Einsteins.
I think it's false.
False.
Natasha?
False. The younger ones don't have it till I think nursery. Yeah, till nursery. Till KG they don't have overnight camps.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
false.
So it's false.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we move to the correct answer?
Natasha?
Yes. Let's go.
Dr. Natasha, this is very impressive.
Yeah, this is like one of those episodes where the participant tells what Amitabh Bachchan has to read out after. Till the end of KG, there are no outstation exams. And the kids actually get to have a sleepover in school, which I think is very fun, and I'm very jealous. But
That's in grade 1, yes. Yes.
moving on from that, the next question is for Team Pink Panthers. And I would request Team Pink Panthers to please turn their cameras on and unmute themselves. So the question is that the timings of evening school during
No, this is false. It's actually 2 to 8:30 because the kids have dinner in school. This is false, right? Is everybody okay with that?
Yes, you're right. It's
Because
false.
they have dinner in school for sure. We know that.
Yeah, false.
That was very fast. Can we please correct answer or the answer ma'am just said, which indeed
that is correct.
We've been going to pick up our kids every day, so we know that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Team Pink Panthers. The next question, Tani.
The next question is for Team Sitting Ducks. I request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves. The question for you is the last working school day for students this year was 6th March 2020. Is that true or false?
I think that's true. What do you say?
I think it was during the exam that, I'm just trying to figure out when.
Yeah, I think it was true because that was when they had that PYP exhibition, I remember. March.
20 seconds remaining.
I think
it
that
was
was
either 5th or 6th, so most probably 6th, I guess.
Yeah, it was a little later that they broke up. I think it was a little later. I don't know. I'll go with whatever you decide.
5 seconds remaining.
I think true.
Okay. So that answer is correct, and we are eagerly looking forward to when school is going to open again.
I promise I won't talk about the virus, but God, I hate it.
So
we had this exhibition, I remember.
It was so sad. Last year. Nothing. Anyway.
Samarth, it's okay.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
So the next question is for Team Marvel. The question is, the statement is only one exit card is generated per student. Is that true or false? We request you to please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves.
That'll be false.
That would be false.
Yeah, we get
Yeah,
two
to
per
exit cards. So
okay,
we'll go
is
with
that
false.
the final answer?
That's
Okay.
definitely false in my
You're on
opinion.
board. Yeah.
We gave you a couple tricky ones, but then there are some
easy ones.
Not bad.
I think they can very easily anticipate how a response will be. Okay, so the next question, I think we're done with questions. And right now, scorekeepers, are we ready with the scores?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So as we can clearly see, Team Pink Panthers and Marvel are again tied for first. Einsteins have maintained their 10-point difference, and so have Sitting Ducks. Team Sitting Ducks, come on, man, we have to buck up. This is the last round. So we would move to the next round, which is the final round, which is also a visual round. Tani, would you like to start it off?
So in the visual round, you will be given an image and you will have to choose which option is the most correct in regards to that image. So our question for Team Einsteins, if you could please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves, is which founder's musical is this character of Scar from? Your options are A, Wicked, B, The Lion King, C, Tenali Rama, and D, Midsummer Night's Dream.
The Lion King, I think. The B, Lion King.
Lion King. Yeah.
Lion King.
Yeah, it has to be Lion King.
Is that your final answer?
Fine. Okay, so Lion King. B.
Okay. So that is correct, Team Einsteins.
Let's go. Very good, Team Einsteins.
We will now be moving on to the next question. Request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves.
Frozen. This is Frozen.
Okay.
I still read the question out.
I can see David. I can see David there.
I have two little girls. I know Frozen.
Just go to the right answer.
Frozen.
So that is correct. On one day we had Aminaya playing this character, and on one day we had David, and they were both very, very good Olafs. Can I just?
Yeah.
Stole everybody's hearts, to be honest.
So the next question is for Team Sitting Ducks. I have full faith in you. Which grade is this team of teachers from? Please turn your cameras on and unmute yourselves as you answer. Your options are A, 3rd grade, B, 4th grade, C, 5th grade, and D, 6th grade.
Yeah, grade 5th. Yeah, because I know a few of them.
Is that the final answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go with you because I know Shireen and.
Yeah, 5th.
All right. So that is the correct answer, Team Sitting Ducks. I knew you could do it.
Yeah, you can.
We request you to please turn your cameras off and mute yourselves as we move on.
The next question is for Team Marvel. Team Marvel, could you please turn your cameras on and unmute yourself? The question is, please look at the picture. And
Tenali Ram.
Tenali Rama.
Yeah.
The last Founders Day.
Yeah.
And are we locking in Team?
I'll go with that, Tenali.
All right.
Okay.
Tani, can you please show us the answer?
That is the correct answer. Congratulations, Team Marvel. So currently, we are going to take a look at the scores and see if we have a tie. Scorekeepers?
I do think that we would have a tie, considering that.
We actually do.
We do have.
Same, man. What are you doing, man?
Team Pink Panthers and Team Marvel.
So we will move to our tiebreaker round now.
Yes.
Tani, could you please show us the slide?
I'm sorry, there seems to be a problem. Can you just give me one quick second?
So for a while, I would firstly thank all the parents for joining in, obviously, and also Team Sitting Ducks and Team Einsteins for doing so well in the whole quiz and being actively participating. We would now move to the tiebreaker round for Team Pink Panther and Team Marvel. Both of them are in superb form. Let's see who comes out on top.
As you can see, we have moved to a very formal and a very serious background now.
Yes.
The intensity has grown. So this question.
I request both the teams to turn their cameras on and unmute themselves.
I can tell you the answer for that. Shall I?
10 acres, 10 acres.
10 acres.
Yeah, 10. 10 acres.
So if the next question, if Team Pink Panthers can get, Team Pink Panthers can, wait, did Team Pink Panthers and Team Marvel speak at the same time?
10 acres.
10 acres, yeah.
Okay. So I think we need to
You should just say joint winner and let it go. We don't want to answer any more questions. We're done.
Okay, as you say. So we have now reached the end of the quiz, and the scores remain as is. Prakriti, can you please share the screen? So our winners for this quiz are Team Marvel and Team Pink Panthers. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Congratulations to all.
To the other two teams, well played.
Yes,
You
to
really put
everyone.
up a very good fight.
Congratulations.
Participants can turn their cameras on, and we thank all of you for being present here with us and taking a substantial amount of time out of your day and being so enthusiastic with it. we were like, Tanya and I were very nervous, and you like obviously were very hospitable, and thank you very much for that.
So you clearly
So what
do.
we were also
Clearly,
nervous.
we should have been the nervous ones. Why were you nervous?
I know.
Performance
We were the
anxiety,
nervous
ma'am.
ones.
Performance anxiety. But you all clearly know pathways very well, and the few things that you did not know, we hope that the quiz helped you become even more aware of.
We are
And we have to commend your great participation knowledge and your deduction skills. And we have to say tricky questions were handled very well.
Yes.
We would like to call Dr. Advani to say a few words about the quiz, please. And we request everyone else to please turn their cameras off and mute themselves for now.
Thank you very much.
Wow, that was really quite a nail-biting finish at the end of it. Thank you so much to all the parents for your enthusiasm and your engagement. I know, as some of you talked about, you were actually quite nervous and had prepped for this, but your whole understanding and knowledge of pathways was quite impressive. I was most amused at the end when there was this tie break and you said it doesn't matter, we've all participated, and in some senses I was thinking, my God, that's what we think about as very central to assessment overall at Pathways, that it's all about the process and the learning more than who comes out on top. So really thank you all very much for your enthusiasm and for the way you leapt into it. I'd also like to say a very big thank you to our wonderful quizmasters, to Samarth and Tarini, for your wit and the way you kept everybody engaged and even your bad jokes. Thank you to Alankrita and to Prakriti for the scoreboard, and to Kea and Harshita for managing the timekeeping. I think all of you came through so well in the way that you managed a very tricky format and kept it going in an engaged way. A very big thank you to everybody who contributed the questions for the quiz. In addition to the students, it was Mrs. Singhal, Miss Aruna, and of course, Miss Smita, who has been the anchor and has managed this whole thing with so much efficiency. A very big thank you to you. And finally, to our whole back-end team, a big thank you to from IT, Mahesh and Pankaj, to Ms. Bharti for managing the back end, to our admissions team for doing all of the Zoom links and also making sure all the visuals advertising this event were up online, to Ms. Mona and to Ms. Gayatri. And of course, once again, a very big thank you to Mrs. Sujata Raina from Pathways World School, who has come in and been a great support for us in managing this whole thing. So it's really been a fun event. And I think it's increased all our knowledge and understanding of all the little aspects of what makes Pathways into what it is. A great afternoon. And we look forward now to our next live event, which is next Tuesday. That will also be broadcast on Facebook Live. So parents are invited to it. And that is, of course, our assembly on the 20th, which is the actual day that Pathways was officially launched. Look forward to seeing you all then.